Hello.
Good evening.
Hi, Sean. Hi, Tom.
Hey, Sean.
Hey
Tom.
guys, still sharing this out.
And I've still got this stupid thing in my face.
The microphone again.
I don't know. Some big black thing is in my face.
I'm, s-
Are
I'm
you,
sorry. That just
sure you
sounded.
want to say it that way,
I
Adrian?
was gonna say,
Yes, I did. Because
that
that's
just
exactly
sounded
what it's
so
supposed to
wrong.
be. Do you see this? Do you see this? What do you think it looks like? Seriously.
Didn't have to look like anything. Just the way you
It
scrunched it.
absolutely does. I have. Hi, Robert.
Hey, Robert. Hey,
Hi, Robert.
that new viewer. I don't know if you guys have seen Heather Morton's in the house. She was watching Fear Fans the other night with us. So good to see you back here. Nice to see you again, Heather.
Yeah, I
Oh,
just said hi, Heather. So yeah. So Heather, disclaimer. I'm the one with no filter. Um,
Well,
don't be surprised at anything you hear.
I gave a few warnings to her, something similar like that too for Fear Fans. I said we're kind of like that with some of the other shows.
I'm pretty sure not as bad as.
Yeah,
Look, I've had to be professional all day. I'm done. I'm done.
I don't know. I have seen some of the other shows that Nick and Lois have done, and
yeah.
well, sometimes they have a little tendency to go a little bit further than what
Uh,
we do.
that's not on me. I'm not the one who says that. They do.
I'll give you credit for that, Nick.
Okay, so I we all know today's my Friday. I'm now back in the game. So this this book, I got to read 2 pages of it. I believe that was written for Nick.
Which book is this?
Are you kidding right now?
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. What the hell am I
Are
saying?
you?
No, wait. Sorry, I lost. Sorry, I was sharing this out and I lost focus for a second.
You're talking about the one that I put out yesterday?
Yeah, yeah. uh,
That
so
that story was fully intended for Nick.
yeah, I could tell. I like. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest here. I just told Jerry this, Adrian, but about a quarter of the way. I started last night. About a quarter of the way through, and
Okay, so you read the first page. That's
yes.
good enough.
Well, no, I read like 3 or 4 pages.
Hi, baby.
So at least he has somewhat of an idea of where this story is going to go, but he has
I can
no.
clearly tell it's based on me.
Get down.
Yeah, he
Get down.
he
As soon
has.
as I saw the word cockroaches, I'm thinking, is this what I think it is? Yep, it is. It's based on me.
Yeah. Oh, and speaking of my writing, I finally decided that the next novel that I'm going to work on is going to be called The 13th Dimension.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, and it is going to be a 13 volume series.
Oh, that should be fun.
Oh yeah. Yeah, my characters are going to go on quite the adventure.
I just got to go back. Just one more comment, by the way, on this. Like what you just said about the thing in front of you, Adrian. I can only imagine so many jokes of what Pickle Tom would be thinking right now.
I will say this, Nick, in Buggin and in the 13th Dimension, there will be no pickles harmed.
Well, that's a good thing.
So I'm fixing to send batteries not included. What
I
batteries
was
not
like,
included?
I think he was referring
That's not
to.
even funny. You can't have a toy without batteries.
Well, unless it's solar powered.
Hey, hey, wait. You know what? Ladies might save on some batteries.
Yeah.
So I will credit you with the invention of the solar powered bob.
Heather's like, save the pickles.
I'm, being in Nick's shoes, I don't know if I would want to have my name associated with something like that.
I don't know either, to be honest with you.
I
mean,
don't think I would want my name associated.
Okay,
I'm
okay,
just saying,
let's
I
back.
may be the one to come up
He's
with
not.
a solar.
He's not red. Let's back up.
I'm not red.
No, Nick. Do you know what a bob is?
Not necessarily.
There we go. Okay. So the reason you're not red is because it's a battery operated boyfriend.
What? Do I
Wait,
even want to know more about this now?
Vibrator.
You weren't aware of what she was talking about?
He's innocent. I'm telling
Yeah,
you. And I have,
like what
I
Robert
know
said.
he's innocent, but I didn't
Like
think he
what
was
Robert said.
that
Yes, sweet.
innocent.
Like what Robert said. Sweet innocent Rick. I mean, sweet Nick, not Rick.
did you forget your name
No.
Wow.
now? Okay, since you've forgotten your name, I'm going to say boobies. And how old are you? You see, you forgot your name or your age.
Parent alert.
Oh, what?
Parent alert.
Oh, I sold those at the Bunny Ranch brothel. I'm willing to bet. Did well? I guess the people that came there might need it, but I guarantee you those damn bunnies don't. They probably got more than they can handle. Let me see. So I'm fixing to invite a friend I met here from town. I haven't actually met her, but I'm going to meet her tomorrow. I'm going to go get her. But anyway, I'm fixing to invite her to this podcast to watch. So, and she thinks, now, mind you, she says, "Oh, you have such a sweet Southern accent." I'm like, okay, we'll go with that.
It is so quiet in here, isn't it?
Nick, you're muted. I don't know what you're doing. See, I told you he'd forget everything.
I always keep forgetting about being muted somehow. I thought I clicked it, but I guess apparently I hadn't.
There.
Oh, imagine
why it was-
that.
That explains why you said why I was so.
Oh,
Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm.
okay, that's why.
What, the mic being muted?
No. I'm looking at something else here.
Southern and extra fried, Heather said. Heather also said for you, Adrian, that you are so up her alley as a friend.
Awesome. It goes two ways. Either people really get it and know that I'm not just being, well, I can be a bitch, but that I'm just not being that, or and they're like, okay, yeah, I can relate to that, or they're like, holy shit, what's wrong with her? She scares me.
All right, so um, I haven't really heard much anything new since our last show. The fires are still burning in California.
Yep.
Um, let's see, as of uh, let's see, it's now up to 27 deaths.
Yeah, I got up to 20.
Yeah.
Now,
205,000 people evacuated. 31 people are missing
Yep.
right now.
I just got a comment quick what Heather just said. Same. You either really like me or veer away.
Yeah, it can be the same way too sometimes.
Yeah, about that's basically me too.
We can tell when the bitch switch is flicked. Yeah, yeah. A few names. A few names. That's all it takes.
But
Speaking of one of
anyway,
those names, I haven't heard much from the Conjuring House. Have you?
no, I have. I
It's
haven't.
been a while.
They haven't
Last
really.
I
Been around
heard,
the
she was going to try to go ahead and do her little bullshit regardless.
Yep.
Yep.
And I haven't heard nothing else. I think they squashed that. And actually, there was a lady on TikTok. I was going to send it to you, and I completely lost it. But anyway, there's a lady on TikTok that worked there after the original crew got fired. Hey, Sammy.
Is that,
Um,
is that the friend of yours?
yeah.
And just
Um,
to say to Kate, well, that's our line. Go ahead. Sorry.
yeah. It's yeah. So, this lady on TikTok was saying that, when she was asked to work there, she gave up her nursing job and went PRN to work at that house because she was so interested in it and invested in the history. Well, she didn't know anything about the other people. And that was after everybody got fired. And the guy, I can't remember his name. Anyway, he was still there with her. The one that they're accusing of stealing, the
Brian.
ghost told her that they're stealing
Brian.
it. So he was helping her, like he trained her. And he didn't tell her much. But then she started asking questions and he started telling her, hey, this is what's going on. This is kind of what's happened, but it was just an overview. Nobody ever warned her. And then that lady started, they were talking about, they actually put her in a mental ward
Really?
more than once.
Wow. I didn't know. I didn't know anything about that.
He
Jeez.
tells the whole story about working there. And they got a text at like 5 a.m. talking about, he's been stealing, so don't speak to him. And yeah, it was a nasty mess. But this girl on TikTok was telling the whole story.
The last thing that I see is from back in December. That was on Jason's YouTube page.
Yep.
Okay. On Jason Hawes.
Yeah.
Jason Hawes. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. It's not good. I mean, what are you going to say to someone that tells you a ghost told them that they're stealing and then accuses people who have the utmost respect in the community? There's not much you
I have never heard of an instance of a ghost supposedly outing a current criminal
yeah.
or supposed current criminal. I have never heard anything like that, especially when it comes from a spirit from almost 300 years ago.
Yep.
Well,
Yes.
yes, absolutely. They can tell us things. I get it. But
They can tell us things, but I've never heard anything like that.
you have to be able to discern your mental status and the voices in your own head from the voices that you're hearing from spirits. That's no. It if you're that mentally unstable, you got to get rid of the other voices before you can listen to spirits.
You see, that's the problem with the mentally unstable. They can't tell the difference between the voices in their own head and voices otherwise.
That's when it's time to take the medication and just block all voices. It's time.
Yeah.
Kate's talking to you, Jeremy.
Uh, Hope you're
Tom
well.
also said that she filed lawsuits against harassment of her and her business.
Yeah. She thinks that people are harassing her, and that's the reason that they didn't renew her license at the contract.
Now, the thing is, there are some people out there that I would have no doubt that actually are harassing her.
Yeah, but Jason isn't one of them, and
No, it's not.
that's what she's trying to do.
Yeah,
the big
Jason's
name.
too busy for something like that.
Yeah, if he really was doing that, because like when I was at the Michigan Paracon last year, and the fact that he and his crew were also there too, there would have been a very good likely chance he would have been talking about it constantly, including when they were speakers up on the stage. And he never brought it up once when they were speakers.
This isn't what he wants to deal with. It's just not.
Yeah,
He has his own
exactly.
life, like the rest of us that don't want to have to deal with drama. Although, if drama's going to happen, I'll enjoy watching it from
Oh
afar.
well, far as I know, when we went to Michigan Paracon, far as I was concerned, we weren't looking for drama at all, especially since this was said to be the last Michigan Paracon. We were all there to have a good time, and that was it.
Wait, the last?
Oh my God, Robert.
Yeah, so they're saying you didn't get word about that, Jeremy.
No.
Yeah,
No,
it's
well,
done.
I've forgotten about it.
So
Yeah.
they basically, I don't remember the full story of it, but they decided that the 2024 Michigan Paracon was going to be their last because I guess because of budgetary reasons.
Yeah.
I don't remember the full story of it, and they basically said it was going to be their last one, which was heartbreaking to a lot of people that came out to this, especially those who came out to it for years. And
Yeah.
but
Yeah, it was because of budget reasons, but it was because the celebrities are costing so much to come, and the people putting it on are having to pay for it by themselves.
right,
And
Well, okay, here's the thing. When it comes to putting together paracons and stuff like that, you don't necessarily have to have all of the big time celebrities.
and that's exactly why Jan and I are doing it in New Mexico next year. And there will not be big name celebrities except the ones that we know among us.
the only Paracon that I know of, as far as I'm concerned, of seeing big
Oh,
names.
Slinky.
Yep. Hi, Schlinkers. Of course, she was going to show up as usual.
I'm
Um,
still waiting on you to do this whole Slinky thing with.
if I tried doing that, she would rip me apart. I can tell you that right now.
And that right there would be worth the bacon flavored popcorn.
Anyways, the only Paracon that I know of, if as far as if I'm seeing any big names at all this year, is probably going to be ParasiteCon out in Mansfield, Ohio. And but even though that this was said to be the last, Paracon for Michigan, they're already saying that somebody's going to try to pick up from where Michigan left off and try to continue on maybe in a different state. Now, at first, I thought originally, I think I told you guys about this before, that right after the Paracon was over, there was already talks about another one that was going to be called the Missouri Paracon that was going to happen down in Kansas City. Now, I thought this was going to be the one replacing Michigan, which actually at first made sense.
Well, the thing is, if it's going to be any other place besides Michigan, it is not going to be anything like Michigan. It's just going to be a new Paracon.
No. Well, and this is what I found there were some cons involved in this because at first I thought, well, the Michigan Paracon was sometimes known as MI Paracon. The fact that I thought they were moving to Missouri, same starts with the same letters, MI. I thought it made sense, but after even the after party was over, a few of us were still hanging out together afterwards, including Larry Eisler and Jenny Davis. And I was talking with them. They seem to have more knowledge about this Missouri Paracon than I originally thought. It turned out that, with the exception of maybe just a few of the big names, everybody else, including some of the other big names, they have to. They're not the guys who are putting together this Missouri one. They're not helping out with helping them pay for their vendor tables, for their hotel rooms, for the cost and stuff. And I was like, well, how could this be? And I think the final count, cost of everything combined, was about $1,500. And I was thinking to myself, are you serious? They have to pay for that much to come out to this event? I was like, there's no way they're going to be paying $1,500 for the room, vendor table, everything combined if they're not going to help out a little bit. And the other thing too is also the unusual time they were going to have this Paracon. They were going to have it from late February into early March, from February 28th to March 1st. And I thought to myself, no one's going to come out to an event like this, especially when it's still going to be freezing and the roads are going to still be covered in snow and ice.
Most of us are snowed in at that point, or ice
Exactly.
between here and there. It's no.
Yeah.
So, you guys, as you guys know all too well, I love going as many Paracons as I can, and I do like going to new ones. But as far as I'm concerned, after what I heard about this one, I have no intention to go. I have no intention to go into this Missouri one. I'm intentionally skipping this, and the way how it sounds like to me after I spoke with Larry and Jenny and some of the others that were there was that, I know it's still unreasonable, but I understand if they were collecting all this money for a very big valuable reason. Like, let's say, as usual, if it was for a restoration of a haunted location, or if
Right.
it was for like a major, like if it was something involving the paranormal community whatsoever,
Yeah.
it sounds like to me these guys are just trying to do it just to get rich off their asses.
Yeah.
Like there's
That
not
doesn't
even
work.
there's not a reason or cause for it. I think they probably just don't know what they're doing half of the time.
Somebody trying that bullshit doesn't work. Didn't we find that out?
Yeah, we did. So that's why I'm kind of already picturing that Missouri. I don't think it's going to look so good. So again, like I said, for that reason, I have no intention of going to that event.
I mean, I would love to go to Missouri. My kid's right there.
Yeah.
I have no problem with that, but I'm not going to condone that.
And I actually remember Carl, in fact, used to help out with another Paracon that they had down in Kansas City also, which was just simply called the Kansas City Paracon. Obviously, because of COVID, I think it was because of COVID. They had to stop doing that one. So I know Carl has been trying to. I think he has been trying to revive the Kansas City one, which an event like that, after what I heard from him, and the fact that he helps run it or takes part in it, that
Mhm.
sounds like a much more reasonable event to go to. But after hearing all these details with the Missouri one, it's just like it just sounds like a complete ripoff in my eyes.
Kansas City, my brother's there, so but I'm not going to condone that. We are trying to have the one in New Mexico in October of next year.
Okay.
October.
Yeah, we're helping a lady run it.
Okay. Knowing my luck is going to be the same weekend that I have
Your
period.
bowling. No,
Yeah.
your bowling is July, isn't it?
No, that is in March.
March.
So I'm 2 months away from that actually.
Okay.
But no, I'm talking about the Para-Unity convention.
Para-Unity thing, yeah, event.
October. That is the only thing I got scheduled for the month of October this year.
What date is it?
Setup is the 24th, and the actual event is the 25th.
Okay. So
Unless
I
you
don't
did-
think they've set a date yet.
I was gonna say, I mean, unless you did it sometime during the earlier middle part of October. Hey, Brad, been a while.
Yes, it has, Brad.
Before bed. Oh, wow. He's on an actual real bedtime schedule.
Well, he's had things.
Oh, there's always things.
Yeah, there is.
Nick's getting his driver's permit this year. Yeah, I want to see that.
I don't remember saying that.
Not in Chicago. I will not drive in Chicago.
I don't blame you because the traffic sucks.
Yeah.
Nope. Will not do it. Nope.
Well, you definitely also don't want to drive around in Atlanta, Georgia. I heard in Atlanta it's even worse than Chicago.
No, it's not because there's
Yeah.
it's backed up and it's almost a stop and you're crawling. That I can do.
In Atlanta,
Crap in Chicago I cannot do.
gotta get up at 1 a.m. for
New
work.
week schedule. Oh, that's right. I forget. He's
Robert,
he got a
the
new
roads
job.
will no longer be safe.
Yeah, 12-hour days. No. no. And how many days a week do you do that?
I've driven in Atlanta, and it is like more than 7 lanes each way, and still backed up.
Yeah, yeah. We were, I was, I guess, late 20s, and we had an old beater car that, God, um, my daughter was maybe 6 months old. So I had to been 18. And oh my gosh, it was like 100 and something out there. And
Oh,
I don't even know why we were going through there, but it was a complete stop and the car kept overheating. So no air conditioning and no air blowing in. It was awful. That's all I remember Atlanta for.
yeah, that's pretty bad.
All I'm doing is fanning my little 6 month old that's in a car seat.
Have a good night, Brad. Oh man, he's not going to get much sleep if he's got to get up at 1 a.m. That's 4.5 hours from now,
You can't thrive like that.
especially if you got to work a 12-hour day.
Might live, but you ain't
Yeah.
gonna thrive.
I could never do that myself. 12-hour day, especially you got to get up in the middle of the night for that. There's just no way.
Yeah, 1 a.m. is usually when I go to sleep.
That's like that with me too.
Yeah. Although I did go to bed early last night, I was in bed with the light out before 11 o'clock last night. But to be fair, I was really,
Go away.
it has been nothing but on the go the last couple days.
Oh wow, Tom, you started physical
Oh
therapy.
yeah, that physical therapy is always painful.
Yeah,
It's
well, especially the first day.
Yep. Yes. Yes. That first day is a bitch.
Yeah, isn't that the truth?
Yeah. I'll
so
never forget my first day of therapy after I had my shoulder surgery. And, you have to keep your arm like this for 6 weeks.
yeah,
All that My first physical therapy was the day after surgery, and the therapist was already doing this with my arm.
Oh God,
Yeah,
I was gonna
I,
say that must have had you. That must have had you screaming.
just about. Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, I could imagine.
Yeah,
1 a.m. Holy
yes, I got very lucky because most people that have the kind of surgery that I had, they don't get full range of motion,
shit, baby.
and I've got it all. It's like I never had to have surgery on my shoulder. Period.
Hi.
Yeah, but you had to go through the painful physical therapy, though. On
Yeah,
the other hand,
well, the pain is temporary.
yeah,
The people that I'm talking about that don't have that range, that's pretty much permanent.
Yeah,
So I got extremely lucky with that. But at the same time, after about, I think, 5 weeks, I forget how many total weeks I had to have. It was a long time. But after about 5 weeks, I started really working it hard. Not just at therapy, but at home. I even built my own little mechanism, my own little pulley where I would grab something here and it would pull my arm up. And I worked with that over and over and over.
yeah. Zach didn't do that, and they gave him bands and stuff he was supposed to use after he no, he didn't do any of that.
Yeah, I got all those bands too. When my dad had to have his shoulder replaced,
Mm-hmm.
he used that pulley that I used, and also Tim Kohler, when he had his shoulder surgery, I let him use the pulley that I made.
Yeah, yeah. That's it's important to keep that range of motion because otherwise it heals. I mean, they rip your muscles. They cut those. They're cutting through
yeah,
them.
they do.
So if you're not moving, They're going to stay right there where they were.
For me, it wasn't the muscle. It was the muscle. It was my bicep, but it was the ligament that was holding my bicep to the bone that was
Right.
ripped. So
Yeah.
they had to cut that
Yeah.
and screw it into a different spot.
Yeah. Hi, Keith. How are you?
I was gonna say I've never seen this guy Keith right here. What's up, Joe?
Hello. Yeah,
Passed out by
and
1
I'm
a.m.
glad I got the full range of motion because it's my bowling arm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Will said she passes out by 1 a.m. here right when I'm trying to watch my Twilight Zone and Alfred Hitchcock nightly. And
1 a.m. You can kiss my behind at 1 a.m.
Robert was in bed by 10 last night. Then a thunderstorm hit about 12, and I was awake till 3:30. Then up at 6 for Lois's show. Yep. She
Okay.
was earlier.
Funny story. We were up at 1 a.m. last week. Actually, Sunday into Monday. Funny story. Dad decides that Mom's in bed. We're in bed by at the latest 10 o'clock. We're up in bed, and he's got his CPAP on. I've got the fan blowing in my face. I smell something. So I move away from the fan. I don't smell it anymore. I move into the fan. I'm thinking, okay, the fan motor is burning up. So I'm plugging the fan. Not 3 seconds later, he said, "Do you smell that?" I said, "Oh my God, I'm so glad you do too." So we get up, we go downstairs. Halfway down the stairs, you can't see. Smoke. All through the house, smoke.
Oh boy!
I'm like,
You have a smoke detector?
you know what? We have 12. Not a one of them went off. Not one.
That's bizarre.
Well, we had the
She needs to check those batteries.
Oh yeah, we got on that. But yeah, so we go downstairs, Dad's in the kitchen just going la 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 la. I'm like, and Zach's going, "What the fuck's going on around here?" He said, "Oh, I set now mind you, a little thin plastic plate, like you'd give a kid, with 3 egg rolls on it. Catches on fire in the microwave.
Oh my
Catches
god.
on fire. I'm talking fire. The plate is black. The
What color was it before?
blue.
Oh,
The egg rolls are on fire. They go out the back porch. They're gone. And the house is full of smoke.
oh, no.
We can't breathe. I'm talking it burns. Like burnt plastic. You've been at a bonfire, burnt plastic?
Yep.
It burns. It hurts. And it causes headaches. It causes nausea. And it's not good. So we're like, okay, everybody's okay. You know, we're going to go back to bed. You know, we're airing out the house. We've done all we can. It's freezing cold outside. Mom's in bed, so we don't want to freeze her. We go back to bed. Can't breathe. I'm talking cannot breathe. So we go in the basement, the only place that's safe. Nobody can sleep. We're on 2 couches. Nobody can stretch out. Nobody can do anything. So I'm calling into work. I'm like, hey, no, I can't do this.
Yeah, 'cause
And
you're definitely not going to have the kind of patience to deal with people after dealing with that.
Yeah.
Zach didn't sleep all night. Not all night. At 3:30, he was up working after he tried to go to sleep. I dozed in and out, but not enough to be dealing with people. So I'm upstairs, you know, mopping walls, ceilings, trying to get this whatever.
Isaac,
I'm trying to get whatever
Hey,
this
Grizzly.
smoke smell is out of here. And it doesn't go away. It just doesn't go away. Just, no. I don't care what I
how
did.
long did it take you to clear the house of the smoke?
It's still not clear.
The smell is still not clear. It's much better. Much better. Hey, I see your ass, and so does everybody else. Hey,
Crack kills.
That ought to be a that ought to be a ratings
I
boost.
had to do
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Zach, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to scream that out. I have been wanting to do that for 25 years.
His brother's a plumber, not him.
Jill, I don't think you would want to have dinner on.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting on dinner. If he wasn't in here doing the show, I might have dinner.
This right here, ladies and gentlemen, is one of the fun times that we can create.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. We're gonna start calling you Mario.
That's a good way to put it.
Okay, they're upstairs. I forgot them.
The fish isn't in it.
What are you doing, Zach?
I got a sick fish.
So we have a beta who has blown up twice its size and has been that way for about a month. So it needs to be starved for 2 days to see if it's a blockage, which it's not. But it can't be with the other fish. It can't be fed for a couple of days. So it's going to go in its own little tank over here.
Oh boy,
Tank number 7 in this house.
7.
E7.
7. One of them is not in service, but yeah, 7.
Now, is this including or not including the one the tarantula is in?
No, that's not including that.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that little baby. Oh, honey, apparently there was a live cricket that she was eating today. So she doesn't need fed.
Oh wow.
Cool.
Lord have mercy.
I
We have a
hope
zoo.
you have a good sense of humor, Zach.
Yeah, we have a zoo. Tarantula. Altogether 5 dogs. And yes, I'm looking for another one.
Uh-oh.
I want my damn lap dog.
Huh?
I want my lap dog.
Grab one of the ones upstairs.
No, those are, I promise you, those are completely mom's. One of them tolerates me, and that's about it. And the other one just loves everybody. So, no, I want a little lap dog, and I will find it, but it's going to have to be a rescue where somebody's moving or somebody passed away or something like that.
That lap dog, Jeremy, that was the white dog. Okay, the white dog. We went to go get her lap dog. We came home with that monstrosity,
And he became your dog, so I still need a lap dog.
and he fits in my fat lap.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you're looking for a small one, I'm surprised you're not going for like a Chihuahua or something.
I
She
am.
would.
Oh, you
I got
are.
any little dog. I don't care. It can be a mutt. I'm not paying $500 for any breed.
Actually, I'll tell you what, Adrian. You could probably look into where they're trying to find new homes for the animals out of California.
Yeah.
I could.
Yeah.
Actually, our town, Greeley, has a fire department out there. If I knew one of them, I would definitely be texting them. Bring me home a lost animal. But you definitely want to give time for the owners to go look for them because
There was a video floating around yesterday or the day before. This guy, he had 2 dogs. He found one of them very early on, and then it was several days before he found the next one. And he was being interviewed, I think, at the time that he found the other one. It was through this wrought iron gate.
wow.
And it was just a little bitty dog came down the ramp. I want to say it was like a driveway for some house that was up on a hill. It came down here. The guy grabbed it. Dog's hind end starts going back and forth like that, and this guy runs out in the street. He's jumping for joy and all of that, crying.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
he thought that dog was dead.
Yeah, and that's why you want to give the owners time because they had to flee. They if the dog ran away during the smoke and they had to get out, they can't stand there and wait for him and look for him. So, you want to give them time. The animals will run away from smoke. They're going to go away. So, but yeah, I just want a little one. Our shelters don't always have little ones, which is where I'd rather get them, is a shelter. I'm not paying money for a full blood. Now, I did one time, and who was it that mentioned it? Sean, get a Yorkie. I did. I did. I paid $500 25 years ago for a Yorkie, which $500 25 years ago was like 1,000 now. Probably not, but
Mimi's lost a kitty.
her
Her daughter has.
daughter did. Her daughter did. Get on the Greeley pages. You'll find them, guaranteed. I've seen people ask, and people are giving them away.
Does Greeley have a page specifically for lost pets?
Yes, yes. And there's lots of times that I've learned what lost pet goes where, because you have animals that jump fences. It happens. And luckily, we've kept ours in, but that's not saying it can't happen. It can. And there's one husky that constantly jumps the fence. So as soon as I see it online, I message that owner, hey. And I used to do that in New Mexico. I was part of the missing pets admin page. But yeah, it's there's too many to be rescued to be buying full-blooded, unless that's what you're looking for, is a full-blooded something. But when I bought that Yorkie, I don't know what I was thinking. I wasn't rich. I don't know what I was thinking. But I loved that animal until my ex-husband, I found out through my kids, he picked it up and threw it against the wall. And when I found out it was being abused while I was at work, and he was sitting on his ass doing absolutely nothing, but maybe smoking weed. I don't know what he was doing. But I gave it to his sister, and that dog started jumping up on the horse saddle, and it would ride the horse along with my sister-in-law. And
What?
she had that dog till the day it died. I gave it to her for free, and it lived out its life, absolutely worth it, because it was babied. But yeah, I mean, I'm not going to let it get abused in my house. It's just not going to happen. I don't care how much I paid for it. Of course, I said ex-husband, because yeah, that ended that shit. If you'll abuse an animal, you'll abuse anyone, and he did. But and they say don't speak ill of the dead. Yeah,
Usually
true.
it starts with an animal and then
Yeah,
they work their way up.
yeah.
Yep.
This was
That's right.
just a continuation. It was human, animal, human, animal. Yeah. They say don't speak ill of the dead. He knows damn well what he did. So, whatever. But yeah, we were friends after that. We co-parented quite well. We only do rescue. Yes, I do too. It, to me, I mean, they're going to get put down. If it's a no-kill shelter, then they can't take any more in, and they end up
Yeah.
going to a kill shelter. So, to me, that's the only issue I have with that, is that they have such strict rules here with how many animals do you have, which we ourselves only have 3. Mom and dad have 2, which one is on its way out. But, you know, they want to know how big your yard is. They want to, you know what? I get why they do that, but be thankful somebody's rescuing them and paying that money to rescue them. I don't understand it. And if you have ever in your life turned in an animal for any reason, like let's say you found one and you turn it in, you have to give your name. They consider it your animal and say that you can't get another one because you turned one in. That's not okay.
No,
Something needs to be
No,
done
it's
with that
not.
system.
Yeah, because when you turn an animal in, there's perfectly good reasons why you can't take them in the first place.
Right.
Right.
As if you had the ability at that time, well, maybe even then you wouldn't be technically legally allowed to take it.
Right. Yeah. And we're going to have to teach our dogs because have you seen the price of eggs?
No.
Yeah. Well, I'm not thrilled because it's like $7 for a dozen.
Jeez.
Let's see. I've
I'm
got
not thrilled.
I've got a receipt here somewhere because I have been doing shopping these last couple of days, and I bought Dad a thing of eggs. Let's see
Yeah. Yeah.
here.
I'd like to hear what it's like over there.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't pay attention to the price of eggs. My dad tells me he needs eggs. I get him eggs.
So the joke is here. We saw on the Greeley page there was 3 eggs. Somebody put 3 eggs in plastic and wrapped it up like it was cocaine or weed or whatever. And we're dealing eggs because it is that serious around here right now. The reason for that is because Colorado has made it to where it's only cage free eggs. So the price of organic, that's what you're going to get. And that's all they can sell. Guess what? I know how to take care of chickens. Guess what we're getting in the spring? Yeah. Yeah, Sean. Yeah, you've seen them too. Yeah, this it's not okay. But and people's circumstances change. If they had to give one up because they had to move somewhere in an emergency that doesn't take pets and they had to give it up, would you rather they give it up to a shelter who can adopt it or shoot them or just turn them loose in the street? I mean, come on. The alternatives are a whole lot worse.
The price
Yeah.
of eggs here is 18 count for 672.
Kiss my ass. Yeah, no, $7 for a dozen. Over 7 for a dozen.
Now I don't know what the price. I don't know if they do like a bulk discount because it is 18 count. I don't know.
Yeah,
All,
no, 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 they don't hear.
all
Um,
I know is I just grabbed the 18 count because that's what he wants.
yeah.
And ultimately, that's what I end up getting for myself when I go into my bacon egg sandwich craves.
hmm Yeah, so Weight Watchers, you can have eggs. It's a 0 point thing. It's not 0 calories, of course not, but it's 0 points.
Oh, yeah,
So,
that's right. I forgot about that point system that you got.
yeah, it's amazing. It's not accurate, but
Is anything ever accurate?
no, probably not. Unless you're counting calories, and I mean absolutely counting every damn calorie, and you are calorie deficient. You're doing that, you're going to be a very hangry bitch.
Remember when I was on my liquid diets?
Mm-hmm.
That I kept track of the calories of it, but I was also keeping track of the amount of protein and
Yep.
the amount of fiber. That
Yep.
I needed to keep track of all three of those things.
Yeah, and well, being that I work during the day like I do, um, it's quick and easy. So a lot of times it's wheat toast with avocado on it, which that's really good. Avocado toast is really good. But and then a couple of eggs fried with it, but you have to fry it with a really nonstick pan because you only get one spray of like Pam or olive oil or whatever it is you're going to fry it in. That's what makes it bad, and that's what gives you the fat is what you're frying it in. So that's I think 4 points. No, that's 2 points altogether, 3 points because half avocado is 1 point. So when you get 29 points in a day, you don't get to eat out. You don't get to do that stuff. So once a month you're going to go crazy and you're going to go eat out, and then you're going to go get back on it and do what you're supposed to do. That's just the way it is.
Nick is researching something.
No, I was I don't know what's going on with the mic. I thought I had it muted, but then I just realized, yeah, that something else showed up that I had.
Oh,
What?
but we can see you.
Yeah, I know you can.
Yeah, there's none of this black and, going in and out.
I
Yeah.
missed that, to be honest with you.
We don't.
No, we do not. We do not.
We don't.
We can
Well-
see your face. We can see your reactions. We can see what's going on. That's the point of all this.
And we can also see some color in your face.
Especially the red when somebody goes, boobies.
Yep.
Your next lesson is called motorboating.
And Nick, I know you probably are not thinking what we're thinking.
Yeah, probably, but it does sound quite perverted.
Oh, it is.
It can be perverted, but it can also be a lot of fun.
Well, it's perverted.
Yeah, Zach said, while it's perverted, it's fun.
That's what I thought I heard. That's what I thought I heard him say.
Yeah, so motorboating and boobs go together. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, there
Okay,
is no
I'm
one without
beginning-
the other.
Okay, I think I'm beginning to understand what you mean by this. Now that you said that.
That's crazy, but no.
If you ever decide to look it up, make sure nobody's around you.
Yeah.
I figured.
We do have some good news, folks. Well, first of all, let me go back and check my timeline. I want to get my timeline right.
While you do that, I'm going to go refill my drink.
Okay, let's see here. Bugging. Okay, so 5 months ago, I wrote a little story here for Nikki. I have sent him the attachment to read this thing, I don't know how many times.
At least 2 times.
Yeah. Last night I get a message. Hey, can you send me that attachment? I'm ready to read it now. Seriously, Nick? You've already got the attachment.
Yeah, I know, but it was a couple months ago that you sent that to me. I would have to scroll through all the past messages to find it.
No, you don't.
Oh yeah, there's that feature. I forgot about that.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I guess I could have saved myself the trouble for that.
So, I send him this attachment. Reattachment, I should say. 29 pages.
Yep,
How many pages have you read?
about 3 or 4. I got a head start.
So, he's all ready to read this story.
Yep,
Got 3 pages in it. I'm not even at one.
I said 3 or 4. I got through part of the 4th page.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, you ain't seen nothing
Yeah,
yet.
I know. It's only the beginning.
Yeah, you're not even in the 4th subchapter.
Yeah, I know.
So, but that's the good news. He at least started.
Yeah, and I don't have to face punishment.
Well,
But I'm not fully out of the woods yet. I know
Yeah,
that.
you are not out of the doghouse just yet. So, mark the date. He has started reading this on January 15th.
That's right.
So let us all hope and pray that he reads this by April 15th.
April 15th. I don't think it's going to last that long for me to get to.
Well, it's taken you 6 months just to start.
Okay, so Mimi, Hellscream Haunted. I've never heard of it. What is it?
Sounds like a haunted
Oh.
attraction.
It does. I don't care for haunted attractions.
Nick doesn't read much, needs the pictures.
Trust me, Tom. After he reads this story, um,
He don't want pictures.
yeah,
Yeah,
he's
I
not going to want
after starting to read it, no, I don't need pictures for this. I'm just gonna say quickly for what Mimi said, Hellscream Haunted. That just reminded me of sounds almost similar like Helltown in Ohio.
No, it almost sounds like one of them extreme haunted houses.
Yep.
Sean, the story is called Buggin', and it was written specifically for Nick. And the way that I wrote it is I tried to write it to where that it would be accepted in the adult youth category, which I think would be. Adrian's only read 2 pages and had to put it down, so I guess it was too.
Whoa. Wait. She's only read 2 pages compared
was
to
at
me,
work.
where I read at least partially 4 pages.
I
What the hell?
The story was not meant for her, so she gets a pass.
Okay, fine.
And who was it that was supposed to read this? I don't know, a couple months ago.
That's what Jeremy was just talking about.
The story that I got, I finally figured out what I had done wrong. But the story I got encrypted into like weird symbols. It was really strange.
Yeah, that was weird. She showed it to me because I was there.
Yeah.
Showed it to me, and that is not what I said.
So I have to transfer it to Kindle to get it to work.
Kendall?
Yep. I have to open it with Kindle.
That's odd.
Yeah. If I open it with OneDrive, it doesn't work. Or Google Docs, it does not work.
Well, it's a PDF file that I sent you.
Yeah. Yep. And the first time I tried to open it with Google Files, and it encrypted it, and then I could never get it back. And then the next time I tried to open it with OneDrive, and it did the same thing. So now I opened it with Kindle, and it worked.
Oh, wow.
Strange. What's the story? What story, Sean?
He was asking me what the story was that I sent to Nick, and I told him that
Oh.
the title of it is Buggin'.
Who's calling?
Yeah, because we all know Nick loves those cockroaches.
No, I don't.
Mhm.
Yeah, he has them as pets, like those great big hissing ones.
Oh God. I want them banned. I want to get a lot of banned cockroaches.
Yeah, so I had to weave a story around a cockroach. I like to think that I did a decent job at it.
Oh, that reminds me. That's talent. So my friend, her tablet went crazy. But anyway, she sent me a story today because when I first met her, it was not on terms of paranormal. It was that we help the community. That's what that was. She's like, "Hey, I can help." So, that's what that was. And so we started talking, and she was talking about my sweet Southern accent. I'm like, "Oh, sweetheart, oh, sweetheart."
Here we go.
And I said, "I'm as redneck as it gets. I'm also a ghost hunter, a medium, empath." And she's like, "Oh, we need to talk." I'm like, "Okay." And usually that's the way it goes. You know, when you open up, say something like that, they feel comfortable telling you their story. Well, this isn't just telling the story. She has written a story about her experiences and not being anywhere associated with the paranormal. She just wrote her own story about things she'd experienced. And it's, I love it because it's raw. It's not influenced by anything paranormal. Like we are. When we see something, we're influenced by everything we've heard, everything we're supposed to think, everything that, is out there. She's not. So it's really neat to see. And it's everywhere from footsteps to sleep paralysis. So it's really cool. And this has been going on for, the best I can gauge, maybe 20 years now. And I'm like, duh, you're an empath. It's like we shine this little light saying, hey, come talk to me. But we can't exactly filter what comes and talks to us. So, yeah, it's going to be a fun day tomorrow.
Oh, we'll definitely have to hear all about it next week.
Yeah, I'm actually going to send you the story because you'll appreciate it just because of you being a writer. And this, remember that she has no history in being a writer. She has no experience in paranormal.
No, I didn't really have a history in being a writer either when it came to stories. I only just started 2 years ago.
So I just sent that to the group. And there it is.
There it is.
Yeah, you can hear the ding.
Yep.
Is
But
that,
yeah,
is
it's
that her in the picture?
yes. Amazing little soul.
Oh, she wrote quite a bit.
Yeah, really.
And yeah, this is like almost like a journal, but it is a story. It's written in story form.
Let's see here. Yeah, that's 2 days worth of writing.
Who's afraid of the dark? Huh.
Yeah.
That's 4,013 words. That's roughly 2 days worth of writing.
And she's written that. I don't know, how long it took her to write that, but that's from the beginning to end of what
wow.
she's experienced.
Holy cow! Wow.
If she went by my quota, that would have taken her 2 days to write.
Yeah. It would.
Yeah, nobody does your quota. We
A lot of
actually no.
A lot of writers do my quota. 2,000 words a day. Stephen King does that. John Grisham does that. Dean Koontz kind of
Okay, those are major writers. We're talking about normal people, not you and them.
Well, they were normal writers too when they first started out.
They were something.
We all had to start somewhere.
Yep.
Yes, we did.
So when you want to become a serious writer, you have to come up with a routine.
Yes. So another thing I've started, and some of you are going to be really surprised just because you know me on here. This is my decompress time. I can be whatever I want. So, where are we at? Oh, here we go. Okay.
She's
So-
going to the ballet tomorrow.
On the Greeley page, we had some really nasty. It's called Greeley Anything Goes. And it's just that. People are talking nasty to people and just ugly. And one day I posted, Mom and Dad were at Walmart and somehow Mom's card didn't work and they had a cart full of groceries. And, the pay it forward thing, somebody was behind him and said, hey, I'll cover it. Dad had 60 in his pocket and gave it to him. and they covered the rest, which was more than that 60. And so when I found out about it, Mom was telling me she thinks her name was Becky. So when I found out about it, I put it on the Greeley page. And I'm like, hey, if this is you, please contact me. I'd like to pay you back or do something for you, whatever you prefer. And let them know that, the family you helped is a decent family. She has had really challenged people in her home all her life, things like that. And people are like, this is what we want to see in this group, not this ugliness. I'm like, okay. So I posted something the next day and said something like, there is a lot of ugly in this group, but it seems like people are wanting to see more good things. So I promise to write something nice every day and some kind of uplifting message to counteract this ugly. And, everybody was all for it. So I was like, okay. So today I put on there, I said, okay, good morning, Greeley, which it just got posted an hour ago. Not exactly morning. I said,
Excuse me.
we don't know what someone's going through. When we're out and about town, you see the mother with the screaming child or the man that looks angry. Instead of seeing an unruly child and a mother that doesn't discipline and a man that hates the world, look at the mom that is exhausted and the child that has a condition that causes that. Look at the man who's trying to figure out what he's going to feed his family tonight with the $5 in his pocket after working all day. Smile at those people. Just a smile from you can shine that small light in their life. They might need that in that moment. Quote for the day: if you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. Have a beautiful day.
Something like that being posted by you does not surprise me at all.
But most people it would, because they don't really know me.
Oh,
So, and this thing that, I've started doing that every single day. So, and it's become, I've only done it for 2 days now, but it's become something people look forward to. It doesn't take money. It doesn't take much to just be a good person and lift people up. So the comments I've gotten, and this has only been 15 minutes it's been up. And the comments I've gotten is, I'm the guy that looks angry. I'm angry as much and as hard as I am a lover. I'm more the good guy than the bad guy, though. Please forgive me, y'all. And I said, I'll always smile at you when I see you. I don't know who he is, but I smile at everyone. And somebody else said, you're lifting us up, spreading loves. It's so refreshing and beautiful to see. Keep shining. And it's things like, somebody said, you're a good person and you're taking us with you. Sometimes you need to counteract ugly and evil with good. And that spreads as much as nasty does. What's up, babe?
it does. It really
Yeah.
does.
For what?
Um,
Oh, I don't need it in the potato.
I
Bring me the sour cream thing.
read
Sweet.
reviews about that show. I definitely want to see that. There's another show that's coming out. Either is already out or coming out very soon. It's got Pamela Anderson in it and Jamie Lee Curtis. It sounds like that one's going to be a really, really good one. I hadn't really seen much from Pamela Anderson in a long time.
Really? I
She's
haven't
really
paid
kind of
attention, actually.
she's disappeared for quite a number of years.
She did. When I first
Let's see.
saw any mention of her about a month ago, and it showed a picture, she does not look anything like what she did back in the 90s. That,
No, none of us do.
no, but it's that I hadn't seen anything of her in so long.
She's almost 60.
Yeah. And she's got this new movie out where she is a Las Vegas stripper and basically told that she's no longer needed anymore. but of course she's a stripper at 50 something.
Right.
And her friend, who is Jamie Lee Curtis, she is, I think it says she was a waitress, and told her, well, come do what I do, which Pamela Anderson sees that as like a huge step down.
Yeah. Is it The Last Showgirl?
That sounds right.
Okay, I just saw that, and I saw the top stories. Kanye West posts explicit video of Pamela Anderson.
Let's see here.
Yeah, she's had a lot of surgery on her face.
She did. Yep,
She's
that,
also an author.
that's the one.
Did you know she's an author?
Pamela Anderson?
Mm-hmm.
Not really.
It says she's a Canadian American actress, model, media personality, and author.
Let's see here. Okay, she's got 4 books that she's put out. One of them's a cookbook.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Plant-based cook. No, nope, I'm good.
one
I
is a memoir.
Okay.
Okay, that one she just put out 2 years ago. And then there are two. One of them is actually listed as a novel. The other one just says Starstruck.
Oh.
So I'm guessing that's 2 novels.
Well, I'm glad to see the last picture I see of her. Her lips are not full of Botox. Her cheeks are full of implants, but her lips don't look like they did.
Yeah, it looks like she just got a divorce a couple of years ago too. She's been married 4 times.
I can't say a damn word.
Believe it or not, her longest marriage was to Tommy Lee.
How long was that?
3 years.
Okay, so I can say something.
Kid Rock, she was married to for 1 year.
Ah,
A guy named Rick Solomon, she married him twice.
dumbass. There's a reason. Like, seriously, do you take the trash out to the bin and then go back and check on it?
There's a lot of people out there that would get married a second time after a divorce.
But you divorced him for a reason.
Yeah.
You take that trash out, then go back and check on it to make sure it's okay. No, that's why you don't keep talking to your exes either.
Well, Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez got married a second time. And I just read yesterday that they got the divorce final. And now it looks like that Ben Affleck is getting back with Jennifer Gardner, his other ex-wife.
See, here's the thing. Whichever one the snake might be, it might shed its skin, but it's the same snake. It's not going to change.
Ironically, one of my favorite wrestlers, Jake the Snake, he not too long ago got back together with his ex-wife, but the reason that their marriage failed the first time was because of his alcoholism,
Uh-huh.
and it took him forever to finally beat that. And now that he is,
It's not big.
I don't know how many years sober, he and his ex-wife reconnected. They got married again, and now they're saying that they're feeling like it's finally the marriage that it was supposed to have been the first time around.
Well, and that I can understand. That I can see.
Yeah.
Hi, Nikki. How are you?
Hey, Nikki.
Hello. My sister got remarried to her first ex-husband.
I promise you, I am not going to ever look at any of my exes ever again. They're trash. They got thrown out. I'm not looking back.
It didn't last long there either. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yes, you want that love story that you thought you were going to have, and they can promise you the world, and you want to try it again. Just don't. Just don't. Mm-mm.
Oh, I can recall being promised a number of different things and nothing ever came to fruition.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you remember the last one.
I
Yep.
do.
So do I. And I was there to witness that.
Yeah. Some women are just crazy as a loon. That's all there is to it. But that same person is not even the same person anymore.
No, they're not usually.
Yeah, I got to run across that, and yeah, no, it's nothing close to the same person.
No, not at all. Uh, how much snow did you two get over the last few days?
None.
I got probably
Tomorrow,
got about a good 2 or 3 inches that came in.
mind you, I want you to know that here over the weekend, up in the mountains, like the top of the mountains, negative 46 degrees.
What did they do this time?
Who knows?
Jeez.
Negative 46 degrees.
Negative 46?
Yeah. Tell me who wants to live in the mountains like that?
Nobody. Well, mountain men maybe, but
Yeah.
but these are the guys with the 3 feet long hair, 3 feet long beards.
Tom, please explain
Yeah.
that shit. Hi, Chris.
What button did you push?
Sorry,
this
guys.
time,
I
man?
accidentally clicked the X and it exited me out. Where's
What is that? 2 weeks in a row now you've done
Yeah,
that?
I know. I was exiting something else out, and then I accidentally left the cursor on the X. I'm like, and as I'm clicking, I'm like, oh shoot! And then then I was off. What's up, Chris? But yeah, 2 weeks in a row.
Wow.
Uh,
So you said you got about 3 inches?
Yeah, about 2 or 3 inches. We got. That's what we got.
Okay, we've had two snowfalls. The first one we got, I think, a little over 3 inches because it was coming up over my boot. And then we had another thin layer. Oh, no, we had three snowfalls. We had the first big one. That was one where the snow came over my boot. Then we had another one that was just a small layer. And then we had another one this morning that was a small layer. Uh, oh, no. There was a fourth one because there was one on Tuesday. Not very long, but it came down really, really heavy for like 15 minutes. I was at the lawyer's office that day because I've got a deposition to do next week. So I was over at the lawyer's office on Tuesday. He was just going over stuff, and he's got a second floor office, and his whole wall is nothing but
is there
window.
more of the steaks?
Jeez.
And the snow was coming down, and he looked out at we were both looking out there every now and then.
I didn't realize how
And he said, "Oh, it's coming down now." And I was, oh,
Yeah.
oh, yeah. It's more droops than anything else.
What's the temperature there today? What was it?
Uh, right now is saying that it's 33, but yesterday it was 13.
Yep, that was the same for us. And then earlier today, I don't know. I'm sure it was probably the same for you, Jeremy. It was like 37 degrees today, and it's supposed to get up to the 40s tomorrow. But then by next week, those temperatures are going to drop down at times below freezing.
Yeah, that's what it's doing here. It was 50 today. Tomorrow's in the high 40s, but it's going to start snowing. After that, it's like 0, -6.
Yeah, it's going to drop pretty much just about throughout the entire country.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's going to be chilly.
Monday and Tuesday is going to be 6, 3,
Yep.
and then it'll jump back up. Oh boy, let's see, Monday and Tuesday.
It's going to be a cold one.
Okay, Monday I don't have to go anywhere. Tuesday I do have a doctor's appointment.
I wish I could say the same.
Yeah. Well, Monday is going to be inauguration day too.
Yeah, it is.
Y'all need to keep that cold weather up there because your cold weather is in my backyard and it needs to go.
Well, generally you're supposed to get it before we do.
Yeah, that's not how it's been working out.
Not always, but then again, the weather is never really completely consistent.
Now, I don't know how much snow we're supposed to get, but I was talking to my boss today. We had a Zoom meeting, and I'm like, it's supposed to be, negative 46 this weekend up in the mountains. And she's like, I always wanted to retire up in the mountains just so I can look out there and see it. And, I'm like, oh, yeah? So retired means you can't do a whole lot, right? And when all that snow hits and the electric goes out, that means the only way you're going to heat anything is a wood stove. You're going to have to go out there and chop some wood. She said, I don't want to go anywhere. Just sit there. I said, and you're snowed in for weeks maybe. So you better hope you have enough food or you can go out there and just shoot something, skin it and gut it.
Providing there's anything out there.
Yeah. Oh, there's elk out there like you wouldn't believe. Now, I guess you got to be pretty hungry to eat elk meat because I've tasted it and no.
I've had elk meat. I liked it. I've also had bison. I thought that was really good. I've had quail egg. I didn't think that one was really much different from just regular eggs.
It's not until they pickle it.
Pickle
That
it.
is disgusting.
I did have ostrich meat a very long time ago.
My
I thought that was the most delicious thing I've ever had.
Jeremy, we were talking about that actually. We were talking about different types of meat on Lois' shows. That's so damn funny. I even asked earlier, I was like, wait, you can eat ostrich? I didn't know that. So that's funny you said that.
I've eaten kangaroo, rattlesnake, shark. I think everybody's eating shark.
Shark?
I've heard that shark is very tough.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know if you really eat it. I mean, because the only thing I know of that you eat of a shark at all is shark fin soup, which most of the time it's been banned in most cities now.
Why? Wait, what? No.
No,
Yeah.
they cut off shark fins so they can make shark fin soup. It's considered a delicacy in Asian cultures, and when they put it in, it's not necessarily to in a way it's not meant to give you a flavor. It's just to give you texture in the soup, and that's not actually good because a lot of sharks are killed by it, and this is why a lot of cities have banned it.
Okay, so
I'll never try it.
Yeah, so Florida, Texas, things like that, there is actually shark season, and you are able to kill sharks. Very understandably, you are able to. And there's more than the fin that is edible. Snapping turtle. Go to the wrong part of the U.S. and possum is.
Turtle soup?
Turtle soup's amazing. Squirrel stew. Hell yeah.
I still find it so incredibly out of my league. What was it, last year when I was over there? And it was Shark Week. And I was very interested in those shows that was playing during Shark Week.
Yeah.
And And I was always the first guy to say, "Why in the hell would I want to watch anything on Shark Week? I'm so tired of all hearing about it."
Uh-huh.
And
Yep.
then I actually sit down on the couch, and you guys had it on. I was like, "Oh, this is pretty cool."
Yeah. No, not you guys. I do not. Mm-mm. No.
I
But
watch that. You guys know I always watch that every year.
Yes, you do.
but the animals that we might eat, and okay, so across, not across the pond, because that's a saying that's completely different, but across the world, guinea pigs are a delicacy. Vendors, like we do hot dogs, sell guinea pigs to eat.
Just about every animal is a delicacy. I know out there in India, they eat dogs.
Horse meat, I've had it.
Yeah, they do.
I'm a cowgirl. I do not condone killing horses to eat them, but you know what? It's meat.
Horses are just about as majestic of an animal as you can get.
Well, yeah, and like kangaroo, I don't understand eating that, but some of the delicacies that we have now that cost so much money were food for the slaves back years ago. Because, like, let's talk about tripe, menudo, cow tongue. Those were throwaway parts way back when. They were just throwaway parts. Have you priced the price of tongue?
I don't even want to think about it.
I don't think I want to know either.
And Tom, he sleeps the other 56 minutes of the hour.
No, tongue is absolutely ridiculous expensive. It's a delicacy. That used to be the throwaway that slaves used to get. But they figured out a way to make it taste good. And it does.
Oh,
Heart,
there's always
liver?
seasoning and stuff like that you can use.
Yeah. Heart, liver, that used to be throwaway. The slaves had to survive. So they figured out how to make it taste good.
I, my dad, he loves livers. He loves livers and gizzards
Hmm.
from KFC. He loves that stuff.
They have that at KFC over there.
Yeah,
Here
there's
we
only
have.
one KFC here in town that will do it. Um,
Mm-mm.
and then, oh no. Not K. Well, maybe KFC, but lately he's been getting his gizzards from Lee's Famous Chicken. And in my opinion, their chicken is better than KFC's.
KFC doesn't do it here. We have to
It's
actually
great.
go to Kansas to get liver and gizzards.
That's why one of the reasons I'm really looking forward to going to Baton Rouge in March is that I can get Church's chicken.
Yeah.
Their
I
chicken
don't
is
think I've never had that.
Church's chicken.
Church chicken. I was gonna say I've had KFC and Popeyes, but that's pretty much it.
If you ever come across a Church's chicken, I highly recommend it.
Uh, I will agree. I mean, at least it seems like another place that seems to be really getting. I mean, it's already been quite popular these last few years. Another place I can think of that I haven't tried yet still is Chick-fil-A.
Mm, I haven't either.
I've had them a couple of times. That was to get their spicy chicken. They're okay. I like them.
I gotta just I gotta say this. I'm speaking this out for Kate. Actually, there was actually one time where hey, what's up, Laura? There was there was actually we, this is gonna sound unrelated, but I'm gonna go right back to the subject matter where Kate, Tom, and I we were doing our annual Minecraft night, and Tom decided to build a Minecraft version of Chick-fil-A, but Kate, she kept thinking it was referred to as Chick-a-filet.
I remember somebody saying that.
Well, ever since she said that, I've sometimes accidentally have referred to it also as Chick-a-filet.
Yeah. Yeah, that's you can go to Kansas and most southern states. Go to any convenience store and like you have corn dogs, hot dogs in convenience stores, they have chicken liver and chicken gizzards.
Yeah, Dad really likes the ones that come out of church Lee's.
I don't
But
know if we have one of those here or not.
uh, well, let's see. No, it's chicken.
No, Denver is the closest.
Oh, you already looked it up too.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yep, Denver. I want to
course.
see their menu.
Well, let's see about churches.
Livers, right there. $11 for livers? Gizzards, $11. Okay, so they have both.
Okay. Uh, Nick, there are 10 churches locations in Chicago.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Uh, and Colorado. How close is Aurora to you?
About 3 hours.
Well, I thought you were referring to Aurora, Illinois.
No, no, I've already moved on because there's 4 cities that has churches: Denver, Aurora, Commerce City, and Thornton.
Yeah, Denver's about an hour.
Okay. Okay. Officially, it's called Churches Texas Chicken,
Mm-hmm.
uh, but I've always known it as Churches because remember when I posted about my friend back in August that passed away, the one that I bowled with for 20 plus years.
Yeah.
He was the one that introduced me to Church's Chicken.
Oh.
Is he? Let's see. It is the last time that I went to Baton Rouge. He rode down there with me, and after we got checked into the hotel, he said, "Oh man, I want to go get some Church's Chicken." And I thought, "Yeah, chicken. Okay, yeah, let's go." So we went, and it's just like how KFC is. You can get your mashed potatoes, your macaroni and cheese, your green beans, the potato wedges. You get all that stuff. And I tried their chicken. I thought, holy shit, this chicken's good.
Hmm.
See, now that's a place I wish I'd like to try out, but yeah, I did. I guess I never realized we had like 10 of them throughout the city. I learned something new every day.
Yeah. Yeah, we do.
Oh, speaking of Kate, she put out a live video yesterday where she was just walking around.
Yeah, I saw that video. She never even spoke once. Like when everybody was like, "Hi, Kate," just walking, and I'm like thinking to myself, she's walking in this, and that was when it was freezing. I'm thinking to myself, how on earth is she able to walk in such cold
Did
temperatures?
she know she was live?
I don't know. That is actually something I'm kind of curious of asking her.
Yeah, because I was watching, I thought, okay, well, okay, she's going to speak. She's going to speak, and
Not one time she spoke.
yeah. Well, the video was only what, 3 minutes, 4 minutes,
It's only
something.
like 3 minutes, and I thought to myself, well, I first thought like, well, I think maybe it's just too damn freezing outside for her to speak. But either way, she never spoke one word in the video.
If she can walk out there in sub-zero temperature, she can certainly speak.
Yeah.
But I thought,
Tom, what is Brown Chicken Massacre?
Oh, that is okay. So we don't really have as many of these as we used to. We used to kind of have like another restaurant line called Bronze Chicken, and that was kind of more of a Chicago-based restaurant. And back in the early '90s, there actually was a massacre that occurred at one of the Bronze Chickens. It was like let's see, hang on one second. It's been a while since I've heard of it, but
some,
this
I'm looking at it right now. It's in Palatine, Illinois.
yeah, I was in Palatine.
Palatine.
Palatine, yeah.
Okay. Uh,
Oh, it occurred. Yeah,
February 8th, 1993.
yeah. It was literally like about a month before I was even born. Two robbers shot and killed 7 employees at a Brown's Chicken's fast food restaurant. So they, yeah, the motive was obviously a robbery and witness elimination.
Now,
What?
is that particular restaurant still there?
As of right now, see, there's there are a few left, not as many, which is unfortunate because it was originally founded back in 1949. And it has the answer right here. According to the company's website, there are 22 restaurants in 2025, and they now here's the thing about the massacre. I mean, it had an adverse effect on the entire Brown's Chicken chain. Sales at all restaurants dropped by 35% within months of the incident. The company eventually closed 100 restaurants in the Chicago area. And here's the thing about this whole murder was that the let me think here. I'm just kind of scrolling through it. The case remained unsolved for nearly 9 years until one of the assailants was implicated by his girlfriend almost 10 years later in 2002. And then police used DNA samples from the murder scene to match one of the suspects, Juan Luna. He was put on trial in 2007, found 7 counts of first-degree murder, and sentenced to life imprisonment.
It took 10 years to find them?
But he was sentenced to prison. Then James Degorski, the other assailant, was found guilty in 2009 on all 7 counts, and he was also sentenced to life in prison with no parole in the California, in the Illinois state prison system.
Laura, I think that's a really good idea. Just label it auto writing so people, I mean, they're still going to talk to you, but so they don't feel like you need to answer them right then.
Yeah, that's right. Tom lives in Palatine, where the massacre took place, and ironically enough,
This
both.
story is called
Oh,
Like Cats.
hang on one second.
Ask Optimus Prime. Late.
What the hell?
That's Nick this time, not me. Oh, the when Kate was doing that video, I wondered if it was one of those things that she had right there in front of her chest, because I'd noticed that when she would come up to a crossing where you would turn your head, but your upper torso only moves a little bit, and that was the kind of motion that I was thinking. So I'm wondering if she had her phone like hanging off her neck or in some pocket or something.
Well, if she
Right.
did, then she knew she was recording.
That's what I'm wondering.
Possibly, yeah. Sorry, guys. I accidentally played. I don't know how it even. I wasn't even on the window. It's one of my audio stories was playing. Um, just what I was going to say real quick. By the way, those 2 robbers that were responsible for these 7 murders. Ironically enough, they're both incarcerated at Statesville Prison in Crest Hill. That's like one of Illinois' most. It's like one of Illinois' most notorious prisons. Wait, what? What are you guys laughing
You heard motorboat sounds.
Don't worry about it, Nick.
at?
Don't worry.
Hey, Nick.
Nick.
Nick, I want you to do me a favor.
Okay.
So none of your screen is showing for us. Okay. So I want you to look up motorboating.
Oh, no.
I don't know if I want to.
Yeah, actually, Google exactly this: motorboating women.
I like to stay innocent.
Oh no, you're not going to stay innocent.
That's what I'm trying to avoid.
Here, let me help you.
Oh God.
So in about 5 seconds, we're going to hear another ding in the chat.
Yep. I don't know if I even want to look on my phone now. Now I wish my phone was dead.
We can promise you, Nick, it will have nothing to do with cockroaches.
I know this is, but
will
I
have
gotta
nothing
get
to do
myself
with
out of this.
Yeah.
I gotta figure out a way to get myself out of this situation.
Sure, Nick. Sure.
There is no getting out of this situation. So you can give up that pipe dream right now.
You sure about that? I'd rather be focusing on action figures.
Oh, I'm sure we can get you action figures too if you really want it.
Oh, damn, I think I got hiccups now.
There it is.
Oh, God.
Watch Nick's innocence go away.
I have not looked at it.
Open it. You're a big boy. You need to learn these things. You need to learn these things.
Nick, I'm looking at it right now. I can promise you there is no nudity in this one.
There's not.
But I think what you're trying to tell me is either way, you're not going to like it.
You
No,
You
you
should.
probably will.
You should like it, yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. Just to get it out of the way, I guess.
Yeah.
What is Eileen gonna have to? This isn't a supernatural talk, chat. What is Eileen gonna say about that?
No, well, supernatural talk for this week has turned into motorboating talk.
Yeah.
Now you understand motorboating.
Yeah, I think I got the message.
And you can make that little boat sound.
No, I don't think I could.
Yes, you can. Between those things, yes, you can.
Okay, but I still have my doubts on it.
You what?
I still have my doubts on it.
Someday, somebody will find out. And when they ask you to do that, you will know what it is.
Well, actually, Adrian, what we could do is just take him to the strip club, and that would just happen automatically.
Yes, it would. They'd be like, get away from me, but it's going to make the motorboat sound.
You don't understand. I'm trying to avoid this stuff, not wanting to go to this.
I am
That just comes to
100%
you.
certain that Tom would give us a big hand on this.
Oh God, don't give him ideas.
Hey, Tom, you're still watching us, aren't you?
Damn it! I should have signed up, and I could have removed Jerry. I can only remove myself. Damn it!
Laura, is
I
your spirit guide a little
I
bit
still haven't signed.
British?
I still haven't signed to the account yet. So until then, I can't remove Jeremy. I can only remove myself.
You can't remove me because I'm the host.
Well, I can at least mute you.
I can always unmute myself. You got to remember, this is my account. I've got fringe benefits.
Yeah. Oh, see, look what you've done. Look what you've done. What Tom just said.
We gonna have some fun, Tom.
I'm staying home.
Hey, just be glad that Tom McNally isn't here right now.
No, Tom Nally, not Mick Nally.
Tom Nally, whatever.
You're getting the two Toms' last names mixed up.
Pickle Tom.
Yeah, Pickle Tom. What the hell? You should know that.
So yeah, and we're gonna be. I will request lots of pictures, and I'll pay for them if I need to. And yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Jeremy, you have a good, safe trip when Adrian wants you back over at her place. I'm staying home.
We're gonna learn boobies. We're gonna learn motorboating. We're gonna learn Bob.
I don't even think I want to know what that is.
I told you at the beginning of the show what that
Oh, yeah,
was.
yeah, that's right.
By the way, speaking of which, Adrian, I don't know if you've seen this, but yesterday there was a meme going around talking about the different views of boobs and
No.
using the actual letters to show the different views of boobs. So
Oh.
the first B, the capital B, is the top view.
Uh-huh.
The two O's is the front view, and then the lowercase b is the side view.
Okay.
Get where I'm going with this?
Uh-huh.
So,
That's funny. My grandbaby, when she was little, she used to say, Grandma, I want to wear my boobs. You want what? I want my boobs.
How
You're
old?
gonna grow up. About 4.
Oh, yeah, she's got a lot of going up to do first.
And I said,
Oh, my God.
you need what? Well,
Jill,
come to find out, she was
Jill,
saying,
be helping him. Don't. Be
Yeah, I was gonna say, damn it, Joe's been watching this whole time, hasn't she?
probably, and she's probably laughing her ass off.
Yeah, I'm sure she is.
I'm sure. Laura, I got pics if you want pics. Wait. Was that an answer to if your spirit guide was perverted or what we were talking about? My spirit guide's crazy. Like, yeah. Anyway.
I don't know anything about mine. If I have one,
Oh, you definitely have one.
yeah, I don't know anything about mine. Then
Because you haven't done a meditation and found out their name.
I'm okay with that. I just hope I'm giving whoever it is a good show.
No, what you're doing is it's one of those memes of going, holy shit, why did I sign up for this?
Probably,
That's what I'm feeling right now.
probably.
Girl, my spirit, he loves women with big butts. Okay. Well, he should like me just fine. That's why he's watching.
Did you guys know there actually is cemetery? I think it's in Hendricksburg, Ohio. I can't remember the name of the cemetery, but it's got like a lot of different like ghost stories involved. But there actually is one story where I guess one of the spirits there will actually pinch women on the ass.
Oh, that happens lots of places.
Yeah. But
And
now they
get the
actually
boob
say that's
grab.
what to expect.
Jill, I can hear that song now.
It's funny because I've told this story before, but for the new people, my son, he was probably, I want to say maybe 4th grade, 3rd or 4th. Mama had no couth about her whatsoever. And we would sing crazy songs, and the kids would karaoke as young as I can remember. We had a little karaoke machine. But come weekends when we clean, we would turn on whatever they wanted. It didn't matter what it was. And of course, mind you, my oldest is 32. The youngest is 25. So it's like, yeah, whatever. But we had Rodney Carrington on. And one of Rodney Carrington's songs, if you don't know who he is, he sings Dear Penis.
Oh God!
Songs like It Stinks, Get It Out of Here type thing. It Stinks, Get On Home. Yeah. That thing just barked at me. Yeah, songs like that. And songs like I thought she was a woman, but she's a man, and a man named Lance, and all kinds of things. But my son chose Dear Penis. out of all the songs, and it's the slowest song. It really isn't catchy. To sing on the school bus in third or fourth grade.
Oh boy.
Oh God, no!
And he did not stop at Dear Penis. He continued on with the song.
Okay, so I gotta ask: did he get suspended from the bus from singing that?
No,
Like,
but I got a call.
oh man!
Now, mind you, this was a very, very small town in Kentucky.
So
And
by the
everybody
time
knows
you got that call, everybody else in town already knew about it.
yes. And he had already been taken outside the school bus and spanked by the bus
Wow.
driver.
By the bus. Wow.
Yeah, this small town. The bus driver was also the preacher. And everybody knew everybody. And you don't send some kid home for doing something they're not supposed to do if they're at your house. You bust their butt while they're at your house and then send them home and tell the parents. I made the mistake when I first moved there. Young neighbor kid stole a motorbike, like a little dirt bike, and tried to store it at my house.
I know this one.
And I
Chill.
took him home. And I wished I'd have never took him home. Because his punishment, I got to watch his punishment, was one of those studded collars, leather studded collars
Ooh.
that he got beat with. And I don't mean spank, I mean he got beat with that collar. And the dad looked at me and said, next time, take care of him at your house. I did. He might have got a swat with my hand, but he never got beat like that, ever. And the kid did not turn out well, later in life. I found that out. But still, it's a small town. It's rural. It's back country the way it used to be. And you discipline whatever you see. You just take care of it. So, yeah, it was a very interesting time. I used to sing my baloney. Yeah, right? Yeah,
That's why I
so
was laughing at what Jill said.
yeah, so my son was singing the part where it talks about all we need is a paper towel and a dirty magazine.
Oh
That's
God.
what got him. That's what got him. They didn't hear the words, dear penis. That's what got him. And I never thought he would sing it outside the house. And he knew better. He did. He knew better. My daughter was a little older, and she was, as a matter of fact, 7 years older, and she had different songs that she sang, close to the from the ceiling to the walls type thing, and he didn't sing none of those. It was that one. Years later, I got to go to a concert, Rodney Carrington concert. And I thought I would love going to one of his concerts. I was front row. And he has a song that's called Boobs. And it's called, part of the song says, show them to me. So everybody in the front row shows them.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
I was so excited for that song. Till that song comes on and I look over, got my husband sitting beside me, stepkid sitting over here. There went that idea.
Not happening.
Yeah.
Done. I'm like, well, shit.
Probably for the best anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, well, very much so. But, that was 20 years later after him getting in trouble for that. And I think, yay, I get to do that. Yeah, nope.
No.
Is he still alive?
Who?
Rodney Carrington.
He is, and he's coming to Denver next month.
He is, really.
Okay.
I have another shot at it, but I'm not going to do it because the last time he was very jaded. and he had just went through a divorce. Not
Oh,
his
I bet
performance
a lot
was
of good songs come out of that one.
yeah, his performance was okay, but you can tell he's just not in it. So no, I'm not paying that kind of money again. No,
Well, I see where his last album in 2017 is titled "Here Comes the Truth."
I don't think I have seen that one.
But would that have been after his divorce?
Probably.
So that's probably where that title came from.
The CD I have is the last song on that CD talks about his wife, how much he loves her, and it's actually a really cute song. Nothing nasty about it, which is the only song on there there's nothing ugly about. Um, but yeah, there's one song that I just I'm glad the kids never actually picked it up, but it talks about um, we were young when we got married, and it goes through the steps, and then it says, it's called "You're Stuck with Me," and it says, the condom broke, now you're stuck with me, or now I'm stuck with you, and then he says it, and then she says something, he says something, and at the end it says, "And you think the kids are yours, but I'm stuck with you." And it's like, oh shit. But yeah, he has lots of
That
string.
doesn't sound like a serious song.
No, not that one. That one was not. And
Oh,
it was not her singing. It was someone else. But
okay.
yeah, it was. It's probably really what happened.
There's
Yeah.
a there's there's a guy on that there's a guy in the freaking music now industry. I don't know. I can't remember what his actual name was. It was like he did like an R&B song like almost 20 years ago, and I remember listening to it back in high school. I was like only 14, 15 years old at that time, and it was actually like a really good song to listen to, but I didn't understand what the lyrics were supposed to represent. I just thought it was just a really good song, and it was only a few years after I graduated high school that I reheard it again, and now I'm like, yep, it's exactly what I think it's supposed to be. I was like, geez, that kind of ruined the innocence of what I originally had for this song. Like, what the hell?
That's the name of the song, was "Show 'Em to Me." Was when, yeah. Anyway,
But
and the one
yeah,
I
you
was,
were talking about that one.
yeah, and then "Put Your Clothes Back On" was the one that says, "Well, it's starting to stink. It looks like a rug. Get it out of here." And
I'm,
then he
I'm looking. I'm looking at his thing here right now. It says his first non-comedy song, "Things We Didn't Know."
oh yeah, yeah, "Titties and Beer," "Dancing with a Man," "Letter to My Penis." Oh, the funniest one in the world is "Gay Factory Worker."
No, it's not that song, Tom. This is like a song that's much, much later, not Puff the Magic Dragon.
I know exactly what Tom's talking
Yeah, I
about.
know what he's talking about too, but you know what? In popular belief, they're still saying that's not a song that's supposed to be all about smoking weed, believe it or not.
I like that song.
I like it's kind of more of a depressing song, if anything.
No.
I mean, do you even know what the true meaning of that song is supposed to represent? It's not that
Yeah.
really it's not really supposed to be about weed.
Uh-huh. I know.
A
That's
lot
like
of
a lot of the Diddy songs coming out now.
a lot of Rodney's songs are really short.
They are just hilarious. And yeah, you got to be a redneck, seriously, to really enjoy them. Um,
That's the perfect time to say, if you
I
know
don't
these
know
songs, you know you're a
when it
redneck.
listening to weird songs like that. I go to Weird Al. I have
Yeah, I
every
knew you were going to
single.
bring him up.
I have
Laura,
every
where did
single
you send
record.
it to me?
Huh?
Laura sent me something, but I'm not seeing it.
close it and bring it back up. I've had that issue myself. But I go to Weird Al because he is probably the smartest man in music, period.
Yeah,
The way that he writes his lyrics.
it
There
is.
was I came down here today, and Zach hasn't had his meds for quite a while now, and he's way behind on his Botox, so his head is like doing all kinds of shit to his body. So this morning I come down here, and all of the like hard rock, um, really hard like metal songs, they put same lyrics, but to the beat and sound of like 20s 30s like jazz
Oh,
music.
like jazz music? Yeah.
And I'm sitting here, let me ask him, hey babe, what was one of the songs you were listening to this morning that was like to the jazz music? What's one of the songs you were listening to this morning that was like to the jazz music?
A mashup.
No, it was all jazz. Same lyrics. Huh? It was like Aerosmith and so crazy. Like Hell's Bells
Oh, Hell's Bells.
was all to jazz music, and it's so slow and rhythmic, and I'm like, that changed the whole meaning of the song.
A few months ago, I come across a mashup of "My Heart Will Go On" with Celine Dion to the drum beat of "In the Air Tonight" by Phil Collins. The
No,
way that one was done was just amazing.
yeah, no, what this was somebody just went back with AC/DC songs and redid them what they would sound like in the 50s.
Yeah, it was really
So
weird.
Back in Black was done to like a bebop sound.
Oh, that would sound interesting.
Oh
It,
no, it was awful. It was,
you were sitting there listening to it forever before I came down. Don't give me that bullshit.
well, yeah, but it was still awful.
Do you know the song "Somebody I Used to Know"?
Yes, I know. I heard that when I used to work my old job. I had to listen to that almost every freaking day.
Okay, somebody actually, I think it might have been, it was either Kate or Jill that showed that to me. But somebody took that song and redid it in a way that it would have been done if it was in the 1500s.
What?
Yeah, and it was incredible.
Well, there is one other mashup I can recall involving that. So this was like the only time I was really like I was tolerating the song was where they did a mashup of that song along with Eurythmics' "Sweet Dreams," and it was actually really well done. Like how they put it, it was just like the music beat of "Sweet Dreams," and then they had the lyrics of somebody that I used to know. It was interesting actually.
Now, see, the best album of all time was metal musicians doing Hanna-Barbera cartoon themes.
Oh, that's awesome. You know what? Speaking of which, I'll be right back.
Yeah, it was, I think, 2000s, but Hanna-Barbera done by metal singers.
Okay, number one, metal fucking sucks.
Yeah, except for it's the best music ever.
Number two,
It does not. It's good. I sing it.
oh, I have heard it. Um,
Oh, here, check this out. I just got this actually in the mail earlier today. This is done, in fact, by the same illustrator that did the Nightmare Soup books. Band called Plastic Bag Face Mask. It actually, although it is horror related. Let me brighten up the screen. It's a heavy metal album.
Plastic bag face mask. Let's try that real quick and see what happens.
And you know, I just love the title
We're
of
in
the album.
Colorado.
Like,
We're not allowed to have plastic bags.
I bet you I can find
I
one.
just love the title of the album too. It's like not like supposed to sound scary or anything. It's just that's it.
Yeah.
I put the link to the YouTube video in the chat. Somebody I used to know, medieval style. It's really really good.
Adrian, Laura said she sent you a friend request. That's
I
why
got it. I
Okay,
answered her.
let me put this away.
Yeah, I got a picture. I answered her. Very, very strange picture.
Okay, we are over 2 hours now. The
Oh,
other
shit.
show is actually on, but it's not. It's not on our page. They're on their own YouTube page. They've been having problems connecting to. Um,
Are they still on StreamYard?
yeah, they are.
That's the problem.
I've told them about AVMux, but I have no idea how long their terms are.
Yeah.
So I think we need to wrap up. It's already 20 after. So we might as well go ahead and wrap up. See what we can talk about next week.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll figure something out.
Jeremy, I try reaching out to those girls again. I did hear back from Nicole, and she said she was going to get back to me, but I haven't heard from her. So, unfortunately, as much as I hate to say it, I think this is more or less becoming kind of more of a dead issue.
Well, it took a long time to get back with you the first time around, too.
Yeah, unfortunately, I tried my best. So,
Yeah, she messages you, she messages you.
yep, exactly.
So, all right, folks, we are going to call it a night. Um, for some of you out there, it is going to get bitterly cold next week. Right now, I'm showing a lot. Okay, I gotta. Okay, it looks like it's definitely going to be snowing sometime Saturday morning, with a lot of 20% chance of snow all day on Sunday, and then Monday and Tuesday, high of 6, high of 3.
Yeah, nope. Keep that shit.
Yeah. Well, it's the Tuesday that I'm not caring too much for because that's the one I gotta drive down south for a doctor's appointment.
Yeah, and that's so strange because you guys are over way over there, and Colorado is supposed to be like this awful, evil, cold place. And the mountains are. Don't get me wrong, they are.
Mhm.
But our low is like -6, and they changed it to -11. Holy fuck. Anyway, our highs are like
It'll change until it actually gets there.
it's
Okay,
like
I just
20,
got the
18.
link from Zach.
11 is our lowest high.
Wow. Tom, you have fun with that.
What did Tom say? I don't even want to ask.
You're supposed to motorboat while you're in the tub.
Yeah, that can
Yeah,
be.
now I'm never going to look at that term the same way again. So, yeah, thanks, Adrian.
You're welcome. And we'll think about next week's lesson.
Oh, God.
Today we learned about Bob and we learned about motorboat.
At this point, I think I'd rather be dealing with the cockroaches at this point.
That can be arranged.
No, I take it back. I take it back.
No, Nick, just read the story and you can deal with the cockroaches.
Exactly.
I want you to read at least 10 pages tonight.
All right, I can do that. And I don't work tomorrow, so I got all night tonight.
Oh, well, if you don't have to work tomorrow, then you have no excuse. Read the whole
That's
thing.
what I mean. I got all night. I got all night tonight to read it.
Read it all before you go to bed.
Just don't motorboat before you read.
Yeah,
I'm just so well. No, I'm not. I'm not even going to say it because if I do, I'm just going to give Adrian ideas then.
Oh, I have plenty. Don't worry about that.
and for the love of all things Holy Abbey Cross.
Wait,
Don't-
what?
for what the hell did I say?
You
For
just
the
said
love
wait,
of
no,
all
Abbey
things
Cross.
Holy Abbey Cross. Do not talk about motorboating to your parents.
No, that is not going to happen.
Mom, what is motorboating?
Hey, Chanel just showed up just for about to head. Oh my God! I wonder if she knows what's happened previously.
Yeah, I can see
I'm
where
sure she
that
knows what motorboating is.
All right, folks, we're going to call it a night. Thank you so much for playing along with us. And be
And messing up my
weekend.
and messing up everything in my head now. Thanks to Adrian.
My job is done.
So stay tuned next week where you get to see the innocent Liz, Nick. And we'll see what kind of topics we have to talk about next week. So meanwhile, you guys all have a good night, have a good weekend, and we will see you all next week.
That new
Night,
motorboat. That new motorboat ending looks
Keep
interesting.
motorboating.